Secretary Mayorkas, do you continue to maintain that the border is secure?
Yes, and we are working day in and day out to enhance its security, Congressman.
Right. That's the Homeland Security Secretary in front of Congress today. Nobody really believes that, right? That the border is secure. Roughly 2.37 million people came across the border. It's an all-time record. Compare that to 521,000 in 2018, 4 times as many. And just in the month of October, an additional 64,000 got away. Those aren't in the numbers above, but the Border Patrol either chased or tracked 2,000 people a day who literally got away into the United States, plus tens of thousands of more released. Today's hearing came just a few days after the forced resignation of Magnus, head of Customs and Border Protection. We told you on Friday the administration made him the scapegoat. Their pitch is it's bad enforcement or an incompetent CBP director, not bad policy, that causes the current situation at the border. Chad Sweet's here, knows a lot about the border, former chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security, now head of the Chertoff Group. Chad, appreciate you being here. Is Magnus being made to be a scapegoat, and now Mayorkas is hoping that he's got another, 6 months to say, hey, we're working on things on and on and on, and continue whatever policy has brought us to this point?
Well, I think, it's a hard job. I'll just start off by saying that regardless of which party you're from, having been the chief of staff there and seeing it up front, it's just very challenging on a host of fronts. Second, I think the people matter, but policy drives the outcome. So the Commissioner Magnus being, resigning or being fired is effectively not going to change. Deputy Troy Miller will take over. He's a very strong career officer, and I think will be probably the guy that will stay in place unless we see the Senate go 51-49, because as you know, Leland, if it's 50-50, the Republicans and Democrats will be evenly split, and it'll be difficult to get anything out of committee. So, but that means all the more reason why policy matters. And so right now, I think the administration does have to look at the fact that they are experiencing this draw. It isn't just the economic draws. If you look at it, the statistics show 3 times as many Venezuelans, Nicaraguans, and Cubans are all coming. And that means what? They all have in common that they're repressive regimes that are struggling right now, and Venezuela is about to implode. So this is only going to get worse as we go into 2023.
Well, making the policy governing what happens at the border all the more important. Mayorkas being questioned earlier today. Take a listen.
Have you had a conversation with anyone in the administration about stepping down from your current role?
I have not.
I hope, for the sake of the safety of the American people, that conversation happens very soon.
The grandstanding aside by a congressman who loved to lecture and then all of a sudden make ads for Twitter and fundraise off of it. It doesn't really matter whether Mayorkas steps down or anybody else does. If you don't change the policy of who gets let in and how you deal with illegal immigration, it kind of doesn't matter, does it?
That's right. And at the end of the day, if you look at Secretary Mayorkas, he's loyal to the president, and he's implementing the president's policies. And so the buck stops with Biden. And at the end of the day, if you look at what I just mentioned before, 3 times as many Venezuelans, Cubans, and Nicaraguans. Why is that important? It's because when you're at DHS, you can turn away OTA other than Mexicans. Those can be Mexicans be turned back immediately. It's very difficult for Mexicans to show that they have reasons for asylum. Some of them do, but it's more rare. It's mostly economic. However, Nicaraguans, Cubans, and Venezuelans have, in some cases, legitimate asylum claims. What the Trump administration did, regardless of what your political views were, they had a policy that said remain in Mexico. You can apply for asylum, but you're going to stay on the other side of the border until we finish processing you and adjudicate whether your case is accurate and fair. That's a more reasonable way to approach this political asylum surge that's coming. And I think they're going to have to revisit the Remain in Mexico policy.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.